Alpha Dracos. Place of origin in this galaxy Alpha Draconis, but they are not from there. They come from another timeline, another galaxy. They have only colonized the sector. We don't know exactly which planet they came from, if they come from one only. They have always operated on thousands of planets, and it would not be in this galaxy nor timeline. Not even they themselves know where they came from. They are very, very ancient beings as a species. We can only say that they dominate the area Alpha Draconis. It is a constellation, but they are on thousands of planets. They are the most dominant predators or species in the sector, along with another equally dominant species. They are equal on the level of being dangerous and have learned to respect each other. The other dominant race in that sector is the Urmah. They too have colonized innumerable planets, in the thousands already. Alpha Dracos used to be the most invasive and conquering beings before they calmed down, and some still are. They and the Urmah compete to be the most dominant of this galaxy or sector, but they respect each other mutually, and it is a great achievement for the Urmah because they weigh only 10% of an Alpha Draco, although their ferocity is the same. Are they from the same timeline as the regressive reptilians? Yes, Alpha Dracos. Physically, they appear as complete dragons, as you would understand the word dragon. The smallest winged ones you take as Alpha Dracos on the internet are just Dracos, small, of 3 or 4 meters high. An Alpha Draco exceeds 12 meters and can weigh 15 metric tons or more. The head of an adult male Alpha Draco is the size of a compact car, full of teeth. Exactly as a cobra snake, they emit liquid through the front teeth or fangs. When that liquid comes into contact with an oxygen-filled environment, it ignites, creating natural napalm. They don't breathe fire. They throw incendiary liquid. Due to the weight, they walk on 4 paws, but they often get up on 2 to use their enormous hands. Their wings are size of a plane because they fly and do so very well. They have armor-like scales that would bounce off a 5.56 and perhaps 7.62 caliber bullet. They see in complete darkness because they have infrared eyesight by temperature. They live several thousand linear years as a reference. They have an advanced patriarchally holographic society. Their enormous ships have warp capacity. They are very interstellar. Generally, they don't wear anything, only jewelry, or at times enormous ceremonial togas, on their wrists and fingers too. What materials or minerals do they prefer? They prefer gold and anything that shines, any precious stone. But then, how are their bodies? Do they have feet and arms? And where does a toga come in here, looking at this image? They must retract their wings. And then the fabric is stretched? Yes, of course. What language do they speak? Draconian, but they are mainly telepathic. With reservations, this image is not so far from reality, and there are many species of Dracos. I speak of the Alpha Dracos, nothing else. The Great Ones, kings of the reptiles. They are regarded as deities even for other sauroid species, including Kingu, Naga, and Usungal. They have 2 large ships just here. They have their official contact here. Those that are here are positive, and they are here to block away other negative ones. They are vegans now. They eat synthetic meat. Doesn't the toga impede the flight when they fly? I still cannot understand well how the clothes fit in this huge animal body. They don't fly with them on. It is only ceremonial. They use them the size of movie theater curtains. Ah, I understand. What is their spirituality like? They are very advanced and close to the source or the all, multidimensional. They spend 2/3 of their life sleeping in the astral. It is interesting, the other dominant species, the Urmah, they too spend 2/3 of their lives sleeping. Tell me more about their spirituality, Svaru. What are their concepts, metaphysics? How do they understand reality? They are very similar to the other species of the Federation. They are not Federation, with concepts related to ours. They have their own Alpha Draconians High Council and are also members of the Orion Council. Being very telepathic, they are also empathic among themselves and with other species. They have evolved spiritually beyond the need to be invasive and aggressive. They have intervened on Earth before. All the myths of the dragons come from them. Far from being myths, they reflect the majesty of these creatures. Alpha predators from space. No one messes with them. But they are now peaceful. How do they live? As you would expect, they live in enormous caves. On their planets, they are mainly intraterrestrials. They don't make homes as such. They dig holes in rock, hollow out mountains. With their size, it is not practical to construct buildings. The shape of their ships, mostly like huge black backward spiked artichokes. You said that they talk Draconian. Is it a language with words? Do they use mouths? Yes, they speak. And they learn other languages. It sounds like Jehovah talking. Jehovah? Yes, their voice is so deep that it makes everything rumble, as if it was Jehovah, God, talking, applying Earth terminology. Are they mammals? No. Other sauroid species are. These lay eggs, but they are warm-blooded and keep their temperature stable. Do they have genders? Yes, male and female. Are they sexual? Yes, they are sexual. Look at this photo. It shows 4 Turkish F-16 escorting a Draco ship, not Alpha Draco. The shape is similar of that of the Alpha Dracos, only the size is much larger. What a strange shape. Flying artichokes. The photo is genuine as far as we know. Do they have starseeds on Earth? Apparently not. Apparently? I cannot be 100% certain, but my best data is that they don't have starseeds on Earth. Okay, and is it possible to connect with them psychically? Channel them? Yes, you can. I understand that many people do. Yes. How to recognize that it is an Alpha Draco? The reliability of this is blurry. It is doubtful, in truth, how to know it. Many lesser lizards like Kingu would say it is them to impress you too. Interesting. I have 2 more questions on this subject. What is the difference between Alpha Dracos, Dracos, and reptiles? Are they all the same family? Are they of the same hierarchies? They are all sauroid or reptilian races. There are innumerable reptilian races. One moment, please. These are the main branches or species. The graphic is not complete. It only shows the main ones, but it gives an idea. There is a confusion or an information battle between Usungal and Kingu, both claiming to have done something and not the other. Just a warning about that. Thank you for the graphics. I like graphics. I am a visual person. Seraphim? Are they reptiles? Yes. I believed that they were angels in the Christian religion and of Judaism, as I can recall. Yes, of course. This is a reptilian infiltration into the Christian culture. They are reptiles, winged. There are negative and positive ones. The seraphim framed in brown are Seraphim Seraphae. Those below are Seraphim Dracos, 2 species. But positives, right? Some positives, some negatives. Seraphae Draconians, I have not seen or heard that they would be anything other than negative. Now, a word of caution and something that causes many problems. The same races many times have multiple names. Pleiadian, Taygetan, Centauri, Alfratian, Arcturians, Dieselentiplex, Corinthians, Devonians, etc. It depends on who is talking, and the Bible is not the best place to learn history. Is this list ordered from higher to lower? Yes, up to Seraphim Draconian. Underneath, it is disorganized. How does the Anunnaki fit with all this? I know there is a lot of confusion with that too. Anunnaki is the set of races. Any of those in contact with Earth in the past is the Anunnaki. Yes, there is a lot of confusion there. All of them have been in contact with the Earth at some point or remain in contact today. For example, there is a story of Yautias confronting US Navy SEALs in Vietnam. How do they perceive the Taygetans and other races, the Alpha? How do they relate to you, and how do you perceive them? Since way back in time, thousands of linear years, they cooperate and respect the races of the Federation. The relation is cordial and of mutual respect, many times that of cooperation. In general, they are not problematic, but yes, there are still isolated negative Alpha Draco factions. But the positives hold them at a distance and they hunt them down. Something I don't understand. If those below, negative ones, perceive them as deities and their kings, why don't they go to the positive side? In general, not all. And we ask ourselves the same question. There is negative Alpha Draco influence behind it. That's most probable. The Alpha see themselves as superior to you for being so ancient and advanced. They don't have this mentality. Maybe the negative ones, but not the ones here. Okay, you said that negative Alpha are behind. Do you know what they are involved in, what they are doing? What is their agenda? It is not known for sure, it is only suspected. And if so, not directly, but by remote communication, portals, and technology. There are no negative Alpha Dracos physically here, only the positive ones. The last comment about the Alpha Dracos. They are the most impressive creatures or beings one can meet in space. It is difficult to surpass a lizard 3 stories tall that has ships and blows fire. Incendiary saliva. The best specimen of Alpha Dracos in the movies, Smaug, in The Lord of the Rings. Other very good alternatives, the Rain of Fire. How is it to talk to someone like this? And do they talk to you using words? 99% of the times it is by technology, not face-to-face. Yes, they talk to you with words. I am telling you that everything rumbles as if it was a mountain itself talking. Image. Yes, just that it has too many spikes. They are smoother on the head. The spikes are useless, but yes, above the eyes, like a rattlesnake, and towards the back of the skull, as a shield. Do they reincarnate as other species? All the species reincarnate among themselves. It is a fact of the universe. This is the way it works. Having said that, they are very focused or united. They don't come out much. In general, they are very hermetic, which is why I doubt that there are starseeds here. Hermetic in what sense? That they don't come out of their circle of acquaintances and relatives. It goes without saying that even though they are respectful, they are elitists. It's hard not to believe you are better than others, being an Alpha Draco.